Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll feed the back again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. The Noles will have to kick this away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff from the shotgun. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the tailback's got it again. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And now the handoff. Football knocked loose in the backfield. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession.
Well, the offense catches a break.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Fires it on the move. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the second effort there will earn him the 1st down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Defense is coming after him. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double cover.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take the early lead.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
There's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And I tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warwick. And go back to Frederick.
Down he goes, a sack. The Seminoles will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a 3rd down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Looking for his big tight end. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Here's the second down play. He tosses it back. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Kentucky.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
And the defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Second down after that previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He's escaping the pocket now. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. hit just as he throws the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Took contact on the throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. The punt team making their way on the field. He'll field it close to the 50. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the left side. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The pass rush closing in. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Contact as he let the ball go. And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Caught in the backfield. It's Barnes. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Four receivers on the field for this 2nd and inches. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at midfield. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42. Aggressively again on 1st and 10. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. And on 1st down, right back to the running game. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up, back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Will he score here? And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. And he's got some open field ahead. Return, a pick 6. Touchdown, Kentucky. They'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. Attack on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. And here comes a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Close to the tight end. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big time.
And he'll lost it to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Man, I don't know how we weren't able to hold on to that football in the end zone. It's a touchdown. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for this defense. When they get to film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. What was the breakdown that almost allowed that big play?
There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. Minna's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there.
Here we go.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Now it's second down here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. And he's hit just before the throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Looking to throw it on first down. Trying to extend the play. And it's complete downfield. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
Launches downfield. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. There's contact on the throw. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Ball handed off. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48.
But they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he'll set up to throw. And looking for a big play here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. Kentucky getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And the tackle is made. The defense saying, not this time. They got burned in the scramble last time. They bring him down pretty quickly here. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking right. This one caught. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another.
It's a fumble. Looks like the defense has it.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Brought down to the 23. Good enough for a 1st down.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the move, looking deep. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
This offense has been struggling, still scoreless, but on the move now with a 1st and 10. Throws it to the right. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. He's going to pull it down and run. Finding space at the 20. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Toss play. Back heads to his right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them the spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. 1st down. They're going to throw the football. Looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. And while this is incomplete, we have a flag down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15 now.
42 Spider.
Now here comes the flea flicker. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. And is intercepted. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. He's hit as he throws it. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here.
And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On the run here, lets it go. And they get the completion. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the route is on. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Offense operating from the pistol.
Here we go.
The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the defense did a great job of mirroring the runner that time. Nowhere to go. Big loss in the game. They walled him off perfectly, brought him down before he could get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Breaks free now into the secondary. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
It's a run to the left. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Handoff in a single back formation. Gets some space around the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, yeah, that's what they've been looking for all game.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. And he's got it. Touchdown. Knowles.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. He'll take a deep shot here. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball in man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
Look at this. He'll go deep again. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play call? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. If they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
Quick throw to his receiver. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle, but first down.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. And the Noles will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Final minutes here, they'll throw it deep downfield. And it's picked off in the end zone. And the interception will end it, the final play of the ballgame. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.